Hi, hello, welcome. This is your RJ Prashita, and you are listening to your favorite channel, Indo Nights, an online campus radio station. I welcome you to today's show. Today's show is special because today is World Disability Day, celebrated on December 3rd every year. So, today we will be interviewing people with different disabilities to get to know about their life struggles that they face every day and their achievements. I welcome all the RJs. Let's start.
Thank you for joining us for the interview today, sir.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Okay, so I'll do a brief intro and we can go ahead with the interview. Is that okay?
Okay. Are we waiting for some?
No, it's just us. I'm Alia, and that is
Okay.
George. I'm from Tanzania, and he's from South Sudan.
Okay.
It's just
Okay.
us who are going to be interviewing you today.
I can't see George. Hi, George. How are you?
I'm doing well, sir.
Hello, George. Yeah, I've heard a lot about you. So,
Yeah,
very active boy.
yeah, yeah. Actually, my name is George Fitya Simon. I'm a South Sudanese national. I'm studying here in India. So I came to India since 2018 up to now. I'm now in the third year. Just I left
Mm-hmm.
with 1 year, 1 semester and a half to finish
Okay.
my degree.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel India? What
India
do you
is
like
very
in India?
wonderful. India is very wonderful country, and that's why I decided to come and study here.
It's a colorful country, right?
Yeah, it's very nice, especially the hospitality of the people.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah,
nice. All right. So you got adjusted to Indian foods, I guess.
yeah. Now I'm more than Indians even. I'm eating everything.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
one sec. ಹುಡುಗರ ಆಚೆ ಸಿದ್ದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. Okay, thank you. Yes,
Okay.
guys,
Thank you,
go
sir.
ahead.
Okay, so I'll do the intro and we can start with the interview, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Dr. Yogesh Bhavani Shankur is a 28-year-old social service provider. He has attended Sri Sai Satyanarayana College and Baldwin Methodist College, all located in Bangalore. He is also a cornea retrieval specialist. Not only that, he was given a doctorate honor for the excellent services he provides towards the disabled community. He is associated with many NGOs and has dedicated his life for service of the people. Providing to the community is what makes him feel fully accomplished. Thank you very much for having us today, sir. And we're looking forward to have a great interview with you. Welcome.
Thank you for giving me this wonderful for sharing, for giving me this platform to express myself. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
So, what experience do you have working with marginalized and underdeserved populations? Like, what is your experience working with people who are a minority in the society, disabled people, because the disabled community is usually stigmatized? What is your experience?
I just wanted to just give you a start how I started. I got into introduced to this disability field. Uh, in 2012, actually, I in fact, from my childhood, I was very passionate towards service. I wanted to do some. I always keep in my mind that at least in a day I have to help 3 people. That's what I used to do in my small age. So it could be a small thing or a big thing. So I used to not count that. I used to think that at least a day I should help 3 people. So that's how I started. And 2012, I was very close by to the organization called Snehadeep Trust, so which is an organization for the visually impaired. And I just that boy he just passed by me, and I just had a small conversation with him, and he told the organization was very close to my place, and I just visited there and I saw their working style, and I was like mesmerized because they were using computers, they were using cell phones. I was just like I was a layman, like I was not having any kind of knowledge that they'll use laptop, they'll use computer, phones. I had this suspicious question: how do they use? Are they cheating us? I had these kind of questions in my mind. Then I just went on with them. I spent some time. Then I got to know, okay, they will learn with different mode of way. Like we see through our eyes and we prepare for exams, or we prepare for anything. So we study like that. But what they do is, the way we see, they listen to it. Whatever they do, they do with the audio.
Okay.
So that's how they prepare. I was like shocked. Okay, these guys are something special. They have different sense because sound we don't focus. Normal people, I mean, the people who have sight, we don't focus on ear much. We focus only on few things like songs, movies, these kind of thing, but not with the each and minor things. We don't focus on that. But these people, they focus on ear and through eyes. Anyways, they don't have vision, but they give lot of they have different sense to catch that. So that's when I just told about this to my principal, and I told there was a talent show in my college. Then I told my principal, sir, why don't we get them the talent, and let's show to the society their talent. Then my principal approved for that, and I thought of taking them to my college to execute their talent. So I went to the organization. Over there in the administration, they said there is one person called Muhammad Ali. He's a computer trainer, and he's good at typing. So I went inside. I met Mr. Muhammad Ali, and he was just sitting right in front of computer, and he was just typing. And I went to him. I introduced myself. I gave my intro for almost 5 minutes, and I told him, Ali sir, outside they told you're very good at typing. Can I see your typing speed? So that person immediately told me, Yogesh, whatever you spoke till now for 5 minutes, it's on my desktop. I
Wow.
was like shocked. Whatever I spoke, everything was on the desktop. So I was like, that day, that one day made me, I don't know, that changed my life. I thought of, I wanted to do something for them, something for the society. And yeah, I went through all their stories, how they become blind. They were like two kind of blindness, which birth blind, who were like by birth they were blind, and few were like middle blind. So I went their stories. I started getting closer to them, and I started writing exams for them individually as a scribe. That's called a scribe, the person who writes exam for them as an helper. They're called as scribes. So individually, I used to write the exams. Then went on. I started arranging for 4 members. Then that went to 40 members, and that went to 100 members. So that's when I got few volunteers, good volunteers as well. Oh, then I felt like yes, God is giving me the opportunity to create some good environment towards me. So let me build a team. So that's when I started my team as well. We started with 4 members, and right now we are like almost 2,000 plus volunteers all over Bangalore. Whenever there is a requirement for any kind of service sector, immediately if we post on our WhatsApp or a Facebook, we get a lot of availabilities. They come forward. I'm there to help. So that's how, yeah, I got into to the disability world.
That is very inspiring. Okay. George?
Yeah, thank you so much to have you, sir. Uh, just my question is that as you are working with people with disabilities, can you actually
Mhm.
tell us what is meant by uh, disabilities, and how many types of disabilities are there?
Yeah, disabilities, I normally don't say disabled. I always say they are differently abled. So disability is a word which, yeah, sometimes it hurts them. So we have to call them differently abled. I believe in this, George. In our life, everyone, each and every person have some defective in their body. Like for example, a person who have a lot of money, he might not have patience. A person who have patience, he might have not have time. The person who have time, he might have not have that money. So one or the other way, the person is lacking with something. So similarly, this organ, if we go for a checkup, medical checkup, if we go for a general checkup, each and every person will be suffering with one or the other problem. So similarly, they just don't have eye vision, that's it. But in their life they have a life vision. So they might be differently able, not disabled. Yes, initially to before 2014 there was like 7 disabilities, like blindness, hearing impaired, physically challenged, and blood related disability. There were like 7 disabilities initially. But now, after the change of the government, when Narendra Modi came in, he actually he wanted to focus on each and every disability, because before, initially what used to happen is people was not aware of the disabilities. If it was, for example, thalassemia, no one knew this disease was aware, it was existing. They thought, okay, blood related means okay, that is some kind of disease, that is some kind of disability. So people never knew, and they were like cornered. So like thalassemia, or acid victims, or Parkinson's, these people were not focused, they were side cornered. So what they did, this government, they just came in and they just wanted to focus on each and every department. For example, if we say the whole India is one India, definitely they will corner one or the other state. When they segregate state kind of thing, so that state will focus on that state. So similarly, this disability, they segregated into 21 kinds. One is blindness. In blindness, they did like blindness means it's total blind. They 100% blind. And the second one is low vision. In the blindness itself, low vision means they'll be able to see, but not perfectly. There'll be the image might be blur, so it is called partial blind. And the third one is leprosy. You might have heard about leprosy. They'll be itching their skin. That's a skin disease. And hearing impairment. So it comes to the ear. And mute speech. So they are called mute. And yes, they'll not be able to speak. And autism. Autism is one of the disease. And locomotor is another disease who goes with the wheelchair. And a dwarfism, another disability. Then it comes intellectually challenged. We should not call them mental or like that. Intellectual problem. Intellectually, there are different kind. It's mental illness, intellectual. So this is the one. And cerebral palsy. People who their bones might not be that strong, so they might have several injuries in the bones. Then muscular dystrophy, even that belongs to the bones again. And chronic neurology, they might have some problems with the nerves. And specific learning disability, these people forget things quickly, so they don't have that memory power. And thalassemia, I told that this is called blood related one. Thalassemia, hemophilia, sickle cell. And yes, these three comes under the blood related ones. This thalassemia is one of the new diseases wherein this disease patient, this person, this normally comes to the kids, and this patient needs to change their blood once in 15 days. It is one of the what to say, it's like very pity, very bad situation. Either they have to go for bone marrow transplant, or else in 15 days they should keep changing their blood. So that is the condition of thalassemia patients. There is a huge requirement of bloods for thalassemia patients. And multiple disabled, like they will be blind and hearing impaired. This is multiple disabled. And acid victim, as I said. So acid victim and Parkinson is the new one. So acid victims, there are not much cases, but still acid victim also come under disability. And Parkinson's is one of the last one. So these are the 21. I think I have covered everything. I've covered everything.
Some of the challenges that you encountered with a newly disabled person, for instance, a person who has lost their eyesight in a recent
I'm sorry. Can you come again? Sorry, your voice just went off on came. Can you repeat it?
Okay, so I'm saying, what are some of the challenges that you face when encountered with a newly disabled person? For instance, a person who has just recently lost their eyesight in an accident. How do you overcome such challenges? How do you train them and all that?
Yes, this is a very good question, Alia. Very good question, because I keep meeting these kind of people. Because, for example, there were like 2 to 3 cases recently who lost their eyesight due to a wrong medicine of a nurse. So just because he was suffering from a fever, and he went to the hospital, and the nurse she just gave a wrong medicine with a high dosage, and he lost his eyesight. And the family came to me, and yes, that was tough time, because whatever I say, the family would not be in accepting stage. They might be in even the boy, he would have entered into a new world. It would be a very different world. At that times, it would be a hell for him, seriously, because he every day used to see the sunlight, the people, the colors, the nature. When a person was saying this, all of a sudden he goes to a dark world. It is just like a hell. So it is very difficult to get them back. But what we do is, we do counseling, we talk to them, we show them the achievers who have done a lot in this field. We take them to our organization, we show the organization, we train them how you can come over this, and we show some live examples. That's when they get confidence. Yes, even I can do. This is not the end. This is part of life. Let's accept it. And they, yes, most of them have come back, and most of them, yes, still they are taking some time. So it's really difficult for them to come out.
Okay.
Sir, you actually mentioned about 21 different type of disabilities. Can you tell us what are the factors that actually lead to disabilities? And as a human being, how can we control those factors, and how can we make sure that the rate of disabilities across Karnataka state here, or across India in general, actually reduce down?
Yes, this is another thing wherein we need to focus a lot. Um, the major one for the disability is interrelated marriage. The major one, it is interrelated marriage. The second one, I can say, um, during the maternity time, I mean, during the pregnancy time, they would have not had healthy food, or during the, I mean, what do we say? During the operation time, they would have delayed the time, or they would have just because of their convenient. Okay, this is my favorite date. Let's do on this. So they would have postponed the date. This is another reason, and yeah, and what do I say? Malnutrition is one, and yes, interrelated marriage is another one, and yeah, overdosage like polio, wrong medicines during a small age, that affects kids a lot. So very careful. Take care should be done for the kids. So that's very important. That's the major reasons for this, for the disabilities.
Okay.
And also sometimes even heredity also, it just comes in.
Okay.
Okay, so Claire, what incident or event inspired you to engage in social work and volunteering considering your young age? Because normally, people would start social work at a very late age, around their 40s. Considering that you're really young, you're just 28, and you have been working under this field of volunteering and social work, we want to know what exactly inspired you to get into it at a very young age.
Oh, that's quite tough question now. Alia. I don't know what inspired me. Maybe people like Preeta ma'am, your ma'am Preeta, and yeah, I see a lot of videos, inspirational videos. And my grandfather was a social worker, and my dad, yes, my dad used to do some social service. He used to do caste certificate, income certificate. He was a legal advisor, so he used to give this. He used to do this annual income certificate for a free of cost for the poor kids. poor children and used to take them for a free education. So maybe one reason is blood. My mother is the secret behind this. So my mom is the one. If the day when I said, "Mom, I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna get into a full-time volunteer," when my mom would have said, if my mom would have said, "No, you shouldn't have gone," definitely I would have not gone. So my mom is the secret behind this, and my dad is my other inspiration. Yes, my elders as well, the people whom I met in my life. I think that was done by God, I guess, because I don't know how I met these people. Very inspirational people. You might have heard about Arunima Sinha. She lost her both her legs and she climbed Mount Everest.
Yeah.
And people like this, why should we go there? You can see Preeta ma'am. Your Preeta ma'am, she lost her eyesight, but she has that life vision. I have to do an IA, I have to become an IAS officer. So people like that, when they do so many things, so I thought of doing, okay, at least let me do a 5% of that. So that inspired me and made me to do a lot of things. And yes, I believe in one thing. uh, this world is there to share things. If God has given money for one person and he has not given for another person, that means we have to share. So similarly, if God has given a good organ, a good thing for you, and for another person he has not given anything, that means you need to share. So basically, I'm not doing any great things or any amazing things. No, absolutely no. I'm just doing my duties and responsibilities. In fact, I told this the same thing on the previous day to Alia as well. So yeah, inspirations. A lot of people inspired me, and yes, my mom and my dad is the greatest inspiration of my life.
Ah, that is a very wonderful, actually, story, sir. My question to you is that people with disabilities are thinking that maybe they are minority or they were marginalized, actually. Now, you, as one of the great man who is working, helping, extending services to them, what role will you play so that they actually take that ideas of saying maybe they were a minority and they begin to develop the ideas that actually they are equal as other communities or they are equal human beings?
Uh, well, first thing, George, I'll just correct you. I'm not a great man. I'm
Yeah,
just a human. So
yeah,
I'm just
actually,
trying to
because
be.
yeah,
I'm just trying to be human. That's it. I don't want to be a wild animal. I just want to be. God has given same sense to everyone. So humanity is one of that. So I want to be just a human. Yeah, disabilities right now. Yes, they are coming out. They are utilizing the facilities very well, and they are achieving a lot. Yeah, they are coming out now. The society has come forward, and they are accepting people. For example, if you see, recently there was an IFS that was an visually impaired who did a IFS. It's a foreign. It's IFS is International Foreign Service. Sorry, Indian Foreign Service. So a person from Kerala, she cracked it. So she was the first person in blind to crack that. And we saw an IA. We can see a lot of IAS in India who are visually impaired and physically challenged as well. And if you see Olympic, Paralympic, these people are getting a lot of medals. In India, I mean, normal Olympic, India scored just 4 medals, but in Paralympics, India scored 63 medals. So that's the difference. If they don't want mercy, they want the opportunity. That's it. So the opportunity, yes, society, government is coming forward. There are some changes. Yeah, the changes are happening. Good to see that. There is another example, George, as well.
yeah,
Uh, India World Cup. I mean, Indian cricket team has won only twice. Cricket team
yeah,
has
yeah,
won World Cup only twice. That was in 1973, and the second one
yeah,
was 2011. These are the one India won the World Cup at ODI. But
Yeah.
our blind cricket has won 5 times. They have won World Cup for 5 times.
Wow,
So
that's
that's the
great.
greatest example. That's the greatest
Yeah.
example. Our people are playing from long time. So the talent in India, it's amazing. So now they are getting good chances. Sports coming out. The talents are coming out. Many people, they're giving the opportunities. People, the more they get educated, they're getting awareness about this. And yes, the platforms are created. It's open for them. Now it is good to see everyone coming forward.
That is very nice, actually.
Okay, so sir, my question is a bit challenging, but why the disabled community? Why not refugees, or why not children or elder people? Why the disabled community? Why did you choose to serve that particular community?
Yeah, that was a tough question. Yes, as you said, challenging question. One main reason, Alias, my house is very close by to the Snehadeep Trust, so that was one of the major reason I got connected to the disabled. And yes, I'm not only for the disabled. I feel my body is for the society. I always feel that I don't have any kind of barriers. I work for disabled people, and please don't have this recording. I don't want this to be recorded because I don't want to show off as well. Actually, I take care of few kids. I pay their school fees or college fees. I take care of them, and I go for old age home. And yes, I have donated blood for 91 times. And yes, I don't have any barriers, but mainly I'm focusing on disabled just because I got connected with them, and they feel that there is a need of me. And I don't have an habit of saying no. Even tomorrow, if some old age people come to me and they say they need some help, yes, I'm open hearted, and I feel that yes, God has sent them to me, and I'll give my 100% there. So I've not kept any barriers. I've worked into different fields, and I've been working. My only motto is like until my last breath. I don't know how many people I'm going to be helpful, so I just keep going. That's it.
Yeah,
That is very inspiring, sir.
that is nice. So, actually, we have combined a lot of things now we are getting from you, and the questions are coming and coming. Actually, we wanted to know more
Yeah.
from you. So, actually, can you tell us in this field of humanity? Actually, this field is actually a field that's not easy. So, if you are not a hardworking man or a hardworking woman, or if you are not someone who actually care for someone, who actually have empathy for someone, then it will be very difficult for you to work in this field. Now, as we all understood that in every field, uh, the challenges, situations, problems. So can you tell us actually what are the challenges that are facing you here in this great uh, institution?
I'm very sorry, George. Can you repeat that? I'm very, very sorry. I just lost you in
I'm
between. I thought, sorry.
yeah, I'm saying what are the challenges? What are the challenges that you are facing while working with this disability uh, institution?
Yes, yes, yes. The challenges is one major challenge, George. Society don't accept them. Society is ready to donate them. Society is ready to show mercy, but they are not ready to accept them. For example, in an IT company, they are ready to fund, they are ready to give some money, but when I ask for a job, they will be same kind of qualification, they'll be same kind of communication, they would have all kind of skills, but they will not be ready to accept them. They're not ready to provide job. So that is one major thing. They don't know how they will work, so they're not ready to take it, and society has to wake up. A few are coming forward nowadays, but majority of the corporate companies or any other companies, they're not accepting it. Why not? they are ready to, in fact they are more productivity than other people, but unfortunately society is not accepting them. So that is one major thing. Second one is um, the facilities. For example, now I said the corporate company, they would have planned for 50 employees or 100 employees or 500 employees. They would have had lift, or they would have had stairs, or they would have planned for the normal people. But if they hire another person like any disabled, they would be thinking, okay, if I hire another disabled person, I should make them a ramp, I should arrange for a lift, and I should they think about this. They think a lot. They don't try to provide opportunity. They don't think in a different way. Yes, he can come and he can try this. They'll not push him, they'll try to push down, they'll not try to pull up. So that is the major thing again. So they don't provide opportunity, they show mercy, but they don't provide opportunity most of the times.
Actually, that is a great answer, sir. We witness is such things are happening. Actually, people with disability always being discriminated in the society, especially when come to the employment opportunities. So companies and the NGOs, even other
George,
government.
sorry for stopping you.
Yeah,
George, I'm sorry for stopping you.
okay.
Another thing with the same question, the previous question, I want to give you this explanation as well.
Yeah.
There were a lot of companies who came to me and who told, Yogesh, how do blind use computer? Yogesh, how do they use cell phone? They don't know, they are not aware of it. It's not their fault, it's not our disabled fault. It's the company fault, it's the normal person fault, because he's not aware, he don't know how he use. Because as I said, our visually impaired or hearing impaired, they have their own way of working, they have their own way of learning. For example, now if we see visually impaired, the normal person doesn't know how he work on the laptop, but we know there is a software called JAWS, Job Access with Speech, JAWS, that is Job Access with Speech. So if they install this software, it automatically speak out whatever it comes on the desktop. Similarly, cell phone. So whatever it comes on the screen, it speaks out. So they listen to the things and they operate instruments. So, but these information, they are not aware. The companies are not aware. So lack of awareness is also another major thing. Yes, George. Sorry, you can go for the next question.
Actually. Yeah, Alia, you can ask any question that you have. I still have more questions, but we just one. It will be so interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
When you were faced with a tough decision and you decided not to take action, can you a tough situation and to make a tough decision and you decided not to take action? Like, have you ever encountered something like that?
Alia, I'm very sorry. Can you repeat that?
Okay. Please describe a time when you were faced with a tough decision and decided not to take action.
This one, I can say my life. That was a tough decision in my life. Like, I had a lot of questions in my life before. When I was working in a corporate company in a bigger post, I was earning more than 1 lakh, and all of a sudden, one fine day, one incident made me felt like I should do something for the society. And I was like in a dilemma. My mind was in a dilemma whether I should continue working for the company, or I should quit and I should do full-time volunteer. I had this dilemma in my mind. So that decision was like very, very crucial. So I went to my mom, and that was a challenging decision. I just referred my mom, and my mom supported in a positive way. So I took a decision that yes, I should not continue working for someone. Let me start working towards a society. That's the decision I didn't take, wherein I didn't continue to work in a company, and I came back to my passion. I wanted to do service. Yes, that's the decision. And yes, I'm very happy about my decision, and I didn't take action towards to the company.
It's really
Yeah.
powerful. George?
Yeah, sir. Actually, I have more questions actually to ask you, sir. You actually in your profile, we see you have a honor. Actually, that's why they call you a doctor, Yogesh, because of your hospitality, because your hard work that you always care for the people. You extend services to the people. Now, can you tell us, is there NGOs or any companies that are joining you, motivating you, helping you, so that you actually extend your services to many people with disabilities across Bangalore or across India?
Yes, I did get few opportunities. I mean, I did get few calls from my company as well. They requested me to come back, and yeah, I was a good productive person in my company as well. So I was I was taking care of almost 60 employees in my company, and yeah, they did invited me as well. They called me back, but I was not happy with that. Yes, I did earn some money. I made a lot of money, but the satisfaction was quite less over there. Over there, I didn't select that. I didn't go back to the company again, corporate field. But even in this field, there were a lot of organization who came forward after Snehadeep. In Snehadeep Rani Benur, they gave a small designation called Board of Director. So I've been working as a Board of Director in Snehadeep Trust, and also a Board of Director in Sahana Charitable Trust, which is in Mysore. And yes, I'm a founder of ISAHI. That's my team. That's a voluntary team. And recently we started a small foundation called Manvit Foundation, which is another which works towards the underprivileged kids. We work on government schools and we work on the education of small kids. And this is called Manvit Foundation. And yeah, different organization, they keeps calling me, the blood groups, the Lions groups, the Rotary. I'm connected with everyone. As I said, I don't have any barriers. I'm like a free bird. I keep flying everywhere. So I just feel that George, God has sent that person with some intention. Okay, before calling me, before he takes a phone, he will think, okay, if I call Yogesh, there would be something good going to happen. So he calls me with that intention. So I make sure that okay, he doesn't go back with disappointment. So I make sure okay, he has come with some help, he has requested some help, let me do whatever possible. And I never say no to anyone through my call. So I give my best and I do my best.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Many youths and young adults today wouldn't involve themselves in the activity you practice in the society, volunteering and all that. Why do you think so?
uh Maybe massive use of technology is spoiling us. So we are getting addicted to the technology. We are not accepting the nature. We are trying to damage the nature. Try to, what are we doing is we spoil the nature, and we try to innovate new one, and again we come back for the nature. So that is what it has happened now. uh, we What happens is, we, for example, there would be a big tree, and we chop that tree, and through after chopping that, we will make it into a book and we use it. We, like, as a nature, just leave it as a nature. They're not accepting it. They want it in a different way and they get spoiled again. Again they come back with a caution saying that save trees. That the same person come back saying with save trees, plant a tree. So these kind of things, we society, we humans have dominated a lot. We have dominated this nature a lot. We are the one who we spoil the nature, and again we have gone to the technology. Again we are running behind the nature now. We can take a great example of Corona, the and even this natural calamities like heavy rains or landslides. These are all happens just because of nature. It's a disturbance of nature. So we spoil the nature and we suffer a lot, then we come back to the same nature. So before, instead of doing that, respect the nature. That is God. That is the visible God. So you, nature is one of the beautiful thing. You can't even, if you just see a plant, it is like amazing creation. If you see a human, it is an amazing creation from God, because each and everything is different from one body to another. So how brilliant that God is. So we have to accept the nature. We are just spoiling. We are the new generation have got addicted to a lot of cell phones. So they got addicted to the technologies. So they are forgetting the flavor, the real flavor. That is the major thing which is happening with the new generation. They don't know the real flavor of the nature, because everything has become artificial. So they don't know the exact thing of the nature. And parents plays an important role in this. How parents leads them, how parents train them, that matters a lot. So nowadays even parents have got have changed their mindset, and that is spoiling the new generation. If they want to feed a food, they'll give a cell phone initially. In the old ages and all, when a mom, when a parent, when a mother, if she wants to feed a child, she used to show the moon. Look at the moon, look at the star. But nowadays if she wants to feed a kid, she will give the cell phone, and she will play some music, she'll play some games, and she will feed that. So that is the technology which has made a lot of changes from the old age to the new age.
Uh, yes, Alia, you want to say something?
Yeah, you just go on with the last question and I'll ask my last question.
Okay. So my last question to you actually is that what are your advice to the young stars and the young adults who are now believe or consider themselves to be just in this disabilities organization? Maybe some people get disability through accidents, others actually get through a different ways of getting disabilities. Sometimes people will be born actual fit, but at the age of 10, 15, they will get these accidents or any sicknesses that can make them actually to to be disabled. Now, as you, as someone who working in this great institution, what is your advice to youngsters or adults who are in this situation?
Okay, firstly, I would like to tell, for the normal kids, I mean, normal adults, I mean, youths, later I'll go with the disability adults. Normal youth should accept this. Yes, we are not doing any kind of humanity service, photo session. Yes, we are not doing that. We should be held, we are responsible for them. We should take that as responsibility. Just for photo sake, just for selfie sake, or just to show off, or just to get more likes, you can't go and do a service means you have to do selfless. If not, that doesn't mean service. So it is a responsibility. So make sure that you do it with full hearted. Okay, photo sessions, yes, let it be. Do work, and later you take a photo, but don't work just for the photo. So that one thing, or else you don't do the service, you just be normal. You just don't follow that, forget that. Don't do for the show off. Work with full heart, love your work, do selflessly. So that one message to the normal youths. And for the disabled youths and youngsters or in the new ones, what I say is, everyone are disabled in this world. No human are perfect. So, like, as I said initially, everyone are lacking with something. So Every human, every plant, every living thing have some disabilities. So don't put yourself down. There are a lot of achievers in your field. There are a lot of achievers. They have done a lot of things. So take them as inspiration. There is nothing called impossible. Everything is possible. So make that impossible into I am possible. Split that impossible and make sure that I am possible. Yes, I can do it. So don't put yourself down. You can just come up. This is in life, humans, not only humans, every living things will get into a problem. So there is only one life. There is no like next generation. Absolutely no. As per our knowledge, there is only one life. However tough it is, we need to fight for it. We need to achieve. After our death, people has to remember, wow, how great he lived in his life, how many people he served, and how many people are happy just because of him. Yes, that is the real values and moral of a life. So that is the ultimate message I want to give for all the disabilities. There is nothing called impossible, guys. It is I am possible. It is absolutely possible. So you all can do it. And yeah, there is one person, maybe in the name of God or supernature or nature, or nature, anything. There is one superpower behind everything. So everything he'll be watching, so everything he gives at the right time. Put your complete efforts. Definitely one fine day you will be an achiever. So put your hard work with consistency.
Okay, sir. Lastly,
Mhm.
where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? What changes will you promote to the disabled community and the whole society altogether?
I love that question actually. The reason is I'm actually starting a venture, a new venture, which the main motto of this venture is it's a BPO. It's a main. I'm planning to provide some job opportunity for the disabled candidates, only for disabled candidates. So I myself, I see myself as a volunteer even after 10 years. I started my journey as a volunteer, and even after 10 or 15 years, I'm gonna die as a volunteer. Not 15 years, more than 50 years as well. I'm gonna die as a volunteer. So there is not going to be any changes in that. This is how I'm going to be. Probably in the reality, I may be giving an employment for at least more than 100 or 200 candidates, wherein with good salary and willpower as well. So I make sure that they are taking care of their own life. I'm planning to start up a small scale industry as well. So maybe 10 years, I'm trying. I have a lot of ideas. So hope this all comes through, and they take care of their life. This is what my plan is. Maybe in 10 years, as you question me, that's when I got excited. I just dreamt myself after 10 years. Probably I'll be providing some employment for at least 200 candidates.
Wow, that's great.
To interview you in the next 10 years.
Thank you. Thank you.
Eh,
George, you can wrap up now.
Okay, sir, thank you so much actually for having you today in this wonderful interview, actually conversation. We actually learn a lot from you. You actually give us a lot of things. Before we actually don't know about disability, the type, but now we actually have a great knowledge through your explanation, through your words. So you actually are giving us a great knowledge, sir. So actually, yeah, actually, it's a very great things that you actually did for us today. And also, I would like to appreciate your hard working of supporting people with disability and people who always need something need to be helped. Actually, this field actually is a field that is not easy, but uh, for someone to be in this field, at least he must know the reason and the purpose, and he must be a hardworking individuals like you. You actually make a great job, and your legacy will be judged by history for what actually you have done to this community. So it is not easy to get a award in this field. So I was very happy and very happy to have you tonight. So sir, may God bless you, and we are always praying that may actually God give you more ideas and more wisdom so that you can extend your support to many parts of the country, many parts of the world that actually need people like you. We believe if a human being have a great ideas like you, I don't think that the world will face with different challenges like in this situation that we are in. So thank you so much once again, sir, for having for giving us this great conversation explanation about the people with disability, sir. Thank you so much. May God bless you, sir.
Thank you so much, George. It was my great pleasure talking to you guys and sharing my life story with you guys and with information. In fact, I have learned a lot from you guys. In fact, I've not been directly, but indirectly, I've seen you guys. It was like very nice working with you guys. And the other thing, in future, we'll work together. We will do a lot of volunteer works. So you come back to Bangalore, we'll work personally, and we'll get to know more. And it was like wonderful. It was wonderful. Like I've been associated with you guys since 1.5 months, I guess. A month, like last competition, I was a judge again. So I heard your voice, and yes, I was quite impressed, and it was good. And yes, you guys doing this great job, really nice. And I want you guys to learn a lot of things. Everything is a lesson. Everything is a lesson. No one is perfect in this world. We make mistakes. We'll come back from that mistakes. So all the best for you guys. So yes, hope you guys get a good marks, and all the best for your future.
Okay, thank you so much. We wish to meet you again, sir, because we actually learn a lot from you.
It's my pleasure. Definitely we'll meet shortly.
Yeah, actually, we are going to take your number anytime. We are going to call you and get more advice from you, since you are now a great human being that actually extending services to the people in need, sir.
And no, as I said, George, I'm just doing my duties. There are people who is doing wonders. So I just want to give my 5% of my energy, my life. I just want to do that. So I'm just doing my duties, and it's my responsibilities.
You have already done, sir. You have done a great job.
There are a lot of things to see, George. Let's do it. Definitely
Okay,
we'll do it. Thank you so much, Alia. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Good night.
All right. Good night, guys. Hope you guys are taking leave.
Huh?
Are you guys taking a leave? Are we done with the interview?
Yes, we're done with the interview.
All right.
Yeah, we have done, sir.
So what's the time now there?
I'm in Bangalore. We're both in Bangalore, right?
Okay. Oh, you both are in Bangalore.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't just HBR layout, sir.
All right. All right, then we'll meet up shortly then, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Take care, guys. All the best.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Bye, George. Bye, Alia.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay. Bye, Alia.
ओ सेवा कर्मी तुमको नमन करे ये मन। कर्ज तुम्हारा है हम पर जब तक है ये जीवन। ओ सेवा करनी तुमको नमन करे ये मन। कर्ज तुम्हारा है हम पर जब तक है ये जीवन। तुमसे सलामत है ये सांसें, धड़कन धड़कन ओ सेवा कर्मी तुमको नमन करे ये मन। देवदूत बन उतरे हो तुम, रोशनी बनकर अंधकार में दीपक लाए तुम, जीवन आशा लाए तुम। ओ सेवा कर्मी तुमको नमन करे ये मन। खुद को भुलाकर फर्ज निभाकर तुमने सिखाई रीत नई। जीते सवेरा हारे अंधेरा तुमने दिखाई जीत नई। तुममें हमने देखा ईश्वर, सच्चे दर्शन लाए तुम। सूनी धरती के सीने पर वर्षा बनकर आए तुम। प्राणों में है श्वास तुम्हारी, अब तक है जिंदा सरगम। शत शत बार नमन, शत शत बार नमन, शत शत बार नमन, शत शत बार नमन। तुमने दी आशाएं उम्मीदें, देश ये ऋणी रहेगा। ओ सेवा कर्मी तुमको नमन करे ये मन। कर्ज तुम्हारा है हम पर जब तक है ये जीवन। तुमसे सलामत है ये सांसें, धड़कन धड़कन देवदूत बन उतरे हो तुम। रोशनी बनकर अंधकार में दीपक लाए तुम, जीवन आशा लाए तुम।
वो सेवा करनी तुमको नमन करे मन।